Hi, I'm here with Tracy Lawson, who is a shamanic healer. And Tracy's going to talk to us today about space clearing. And I'm fascinated by that. I don't think most people realize you can actually have energies that are stuck in a space.
Oh, yeah.
Or disruptive.
Right.
It's like residue left behind.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What is that?
Sure. I think we've all, at some point in our life, walked into a room and you know that something just happened there. You just walked into an argument or, hushed words all of a sudden, and you just feel it. It's like a dense energy, like almost like walking into a wall or into humidity.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, where it's so much heavier. And that energy from that argument or disagreement can stick around.
Mm-hmm.
So we all leave imprints. I mean, just as we do, when you meet people,
Yeah.
you leave impressions or imprints, and you can do that in homes too, both good and bad. So, like, for instance, if anybody is moving into a new place, I mean, even before you set the first stick of furniture in there, I would definitely recommend a clearing. And it's kind of like looking at, if there were good things that happened there were bad things that happened there. It's just part of life.
Yeah.
However, you want to take away any of the negative energy and just create your own space. Have an open book for you. So that I wouldn't even think about not clearing a place, a business, or whenever you're moving, and even new home, like a new build home, because the workers that were there may have had a bad day, and you just want the whole place peaceful, or whatever that is you want it. If you want it profitable, if it's a business, and there's so many different ways to clear. So if it's a business and you don't want, me walking in with a drum and a rattle and everything, there are other ways
sage
to do
and some
it.
dowsing rods.
Exactly, yeah. You don't want the new neighbors looking at you like, what's going on over there? There are different ways to do it. And, again, I would suggest it highly.
I think it's really important. Let's break it apart between family and your home
Yes.
and your business. It's fascinating to me. There are so many times, and all of us have seen that, where there's a restaurant after restaurant moves in. Every single one of them. They're there 6 months to a year and they're gone.
Right.
And I just go, they never cleaned the space.
Right. Yeah.
It's almost invisible to the people who go by. It just disappeared.
Yeah,
And
they
they
didn't
failed
even
to
bother
thrive.
going in. Yeah.
Yep. That's an example to me of a business that very much needs to be cleared.
Right. Right, and there's so many ways to do it, and even with the initial clear, and it can also be done, at a workspace where, as long as the owner or the person that's managing is, because you always want to have the integrity of that, this, you don't want to sneak a cleaning. I mean, you want it to be welcome, and however, it's not that all the employees would need to know. There's people that have had after hours clearings, and then they've just watched their employees get along better, and the whole office energy is better, and they're producing more, and same thing can be done at homes too.
Yeah, it's fascinating, and I think a lot of people think that this is something that you do behind the scenes, so your neighbors don't watch. But there are actually major corporations. I know of a dowser, he's since passed away, but it was Slim Sperling, and Slim used to get hired by some of the big name corporations to come in and clear their campuses,
Right.
even before they build the new building, with the idea that space needed to be clear and clean, so that there wasn't disease in the workspace, and there wasn't argument in the workspace, and that it was a light and good place to work, which helped you bring back in the best of your energy.
And so this is not new.
No.
And that's what
It's ancient.
people are thinking that this is some new age woo woo stuff, but it is truly different cultures over the millennia have had some way to clear and clean their space.
Don't you find that we do it naturally? I remember my parents moved about every 2 years when I was growing up. So I remember vividly, and I never knew why, I would have to walk into each room and I would just stand in there, and it was almost like I had to claim the space. And the last room I ever seemed to be able to claim, but it was really, really important, and I would scrub the whole thing, even as a little girl, would be the bathroom. Because private things happen in bathrooms.
Right.
Right? And it was like I had to lay claim to the bathroom, and then I knew I had anchored the house. It was like this little ritual that I had never removed.
Right.
And I never understood why. But I think it's because intuitively children get it, is that this now needs to be my space.
Right. Right. And I totally agree with you that all of that needs to happen. And we do different types of rituals like that without even realizing it, you know, and it does feel good. Even if you're just cleaning out all the dishes and you sweep down the cupboards and put the dishes back in, it feels good. There's a reason.
Or you place your favorite things that travel with us. And it's not really so much that I like my little elephants, but my little elephants bring a piece of me with them, right?
Yes.
Because they hold the energy that I had in my previous home.
Right.
So I think that's why we tend to like our little relics around us.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. So you can help me clean up my relics so they're even more powerful?
Sure.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that information around space clearing.
Thank you so much.
Contact Tracy. She can do that. Can you also do that remotely for someone?
I can.
Wonderful.
I do like to be in person and do it. I just feel it, but yeah, absolutely, that can be done remotely as well.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.